Okay, here is a video of the big giant stupid pedal board. This is a talking only review, so if you want to hear sounds, I'll make another one later. So just know that now. This is a Pedalboard Pro pedal board that I just set up Friday. I want to talk a little bit about the connector cables because mostly you see George L's in here, which I had before. These are the George L right angle connectors, but I also use some Planet Waves solderless connectors as well. Had a really good experience with the Planet Waves. I find them easier to make. They come with a great little cutter, and anyway, I just like them. The only thing I don't like about them as much is you see how the plug itself is pretty big here, and you have to kind of push it to the side if it can't go down in there. Sometimes a bar is blocking it. The George L's is smaller, but the problem with them is they are harder to make the first time. Once you get them made, they're pretty tough though. So my pedal order here, the way it's routed is not the order that you see, so I will tell you in the order that they're routed. Everything comes in through the Peterson Strobo Stomp, which is true bypass, and then it goes to the this little custom Moxer overdrive, which I love, which is also true bypass. So I have two bypass pedals in a row. I'm sorry, it also goes through this Cool Cat Vibe, which I may or may not keep. That's also true bypass. So it's here to here to here, and then it goes into this looper pedal. It's not a looper in the sense that it repeats the signal. It's a looper in the sense that it has a loop in it which you can bypass. So once in the looper, it goes to the wall. It's a normal Crybaby, except it's a white one, a special edition. From the wall, it's going to go to a Debbie Ever fuzz pedal that I've loaned to somebody, because sometimes I like wah before fuzz. Then it goes to this bass synth wah, which is also an auto wah, and it may be one reason that I actually get rid of the Crybaby, because I like this. It goes into a 89 analog delay, into the Phase 90. Phase 90 goes to a Wampler Pinnacle pedal, which is awesome. And then it goes back to a tremolo pedal. The reason I do some of these jumps is because the way I've laid these out, I want these pedals in back to be ones I don't use quite as much, or that I leave on for long periods. I tend to leave the tremolo on a real subtle setting quite a bit, so that's back here. And sometimes the delay is the same case. The rest of them I just hit every now and then, so they're sort of back there. Then it's in the looper. From the looper, it goes to my Alter Ego X4 delay, which is really quite big, maybe too big, but it does a lot. It has 3 different settings, 3 different delays you can use, as well as a dedicated tap tempo, which is really nice. And it's also a looper. It's a 40-second looper, which is also nice. So it sort of justifies the space there. It has an awesome Echo Rec emulator. And from there it goes to the T2, another TC Electronic, kind of a crazy reverb, into a Wally looper, which is a 30-minute, not 30-second, 30-minute looper. It's almost too tiny though, but I've kind of gotten used to it. And from there it goes into my TC Helicon Voice Live, which I really only use when I'm doing vocals. So for home use, this doesn't belong, but I like it on the same board. I may end up moving this forward because I tend to tap dance on this a lot. I'm sort of undecided on placement. But that's it. That's the board. I may make some changes. Again, the vibe may end up going. The wah may end up going. We'll have a fuzz pedal coming. But that's it.
Mom?